Want to speak real Arabic from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at ArabicPod101.com.
Top 10 phrases to survive at the station. So, let's get started. عايز أروح. I'd like to go to. عايز أروح somewhere. عاوز أروح. I would like to go to somewhere. For example, عاوز أروح ميدان التحرير. I would like to go to the Tahrir Square. For example, you can also say من فضلك ممكن تقولي إزاي أروح ميدان التحرير؟ من فضلك, which means if you may, would you please? ممكن تقولي إزاي? Can you tell me how? ممكن تقولي إزاي أروح ميدان التحرير? Can you tell me how to go to Tahrir Square? So that's another way to say I would like to go to somewhere. Another way to say it, سكة ميدان التحرير منين? سكة means the way or how to go. What's the way to the Tahrir Square? What's the way to Tahrir Square? So you have 3 ways to say I want to go somewhere. ده الرصيف الصح لي. Is this the right platform for? ده الرصيف الصح لي. Is this the right platform for? For example, ده الرصيف الصح للدقي. Is this the right platform for الدقي? You can also say هو من هنا أقدر أروح للدقي. Can I go to دقي from here, from this platform? آخر قطر بيجي إمتى? What time is the last train? The next one is, and probably that's the most important, آخر قطر بيجي إمتى? What time is the last train? In Egypt, most of the time we use the word metro for the subway, for the underground, and قطر you would use it for the train that's going through several prefectures. So you can say آخر مترو بيجي الساعة كام? What time is the last metro? أغير الخط اللي منين? Where do I change for? أغير الخط اللي منين؟ أغير الخط لي somewhere منين؟ Where do I change for? Somewhere. For example, أغير الخط لمحطة الأهرام منين؟ Where do I change for الأهرام station? In Egypt, there's only 3 lines now. Shobra line, Giza line, and الأهرام line. So it's very unlikely that you will get lost. But if you don't change in a certain station, it will be very difficult for you to go back and retake the train. So make sure to memorize this. أغير الخط اللي منين؟ أغير الخط اللي منين؟ محطة القطر فين؟ Where is the train station? محطة القطر فين? Where is the train station? And if you're looking for the metro station, you would say محطة المترو فين? Some people use محطة المترو منين instead of فين. فين indicates where, and منين is which way. أشتري تذكرة منين? Where can I buy a ticket? If you are not a student, you most likely want to buy a ticket for the train or for the metro. So you will want to ask أشتري التذكرة منين? Where can I buy a ticket? In Egypt, usually one ticket is for £2 now, currently. I don't know, because like by April next year, it's going to be £4. So in my times, it was only £1, which was last year. I think it's £2. And usually you can buy it from the ticket office. Nowadays in Egypt, most people do not buy a ticket. They buy a card, a metro card, in which you can charge and reuse several times. But if you're a tourist and you don't need the card to travel a lot with it, probably you will want to use a ticket. So this phrase, أشتري التذكرة منين, is quite helpful for you. التذكرة لي بكام? How much is it to? التذكرة لي بكام? How much is it to somewhere? For example, if I want to say how much is the ticket for Alexandria, I would say التذكرة لإسكندرية بكام? I think all the prices I know are very outdated, because after I left there was an inflation. Maybe it's like double the price now, but in my days, one train ticket to Alexandria, only one way, would cost about £40. £40, maybe £50 if you want to get a better class. Although the economic class is quite nice, it's quite comfy. Okay. الأتوبيس ده بيروح. Does this bus go to? الأتوبيس ده بيروح مكان. Does this bus go to somewhere? For example, الأتوبيس ده بيروح العتبة. الأتوبيس ده بيروح العتبة. Does this bus go to the عتبة, to downtown? A smaller version of the bus is called the microbus, and usually you'll find them all over Egypt. They just take about 9 to 10 people, and it goes to the very local districts of Egypt in which the bus cannot really get into. So you can say الأتوبيس ده رايح العتبة. الأتوبيس ده رايح العتبة. Does this autobus or minibus, is it going to العتبة or downtown? فين محطة الأتوبيس? Where's the bus stop? فين محطة الأتوبيس? That's probably the most difficult question because they're not really out there. The next sentence is فين محطة الأتوبيس? Where is the bus station? In Egypt, sometimes it gets very difficult to know where is a bus station because it doesn't have any signs or labels. So usually it's very concealed. So you should always ask, where is the bus station? فين محطة الباص؟ فين محطة الأتوبيس؟ فين محطة المترو؟ الأتوبيس الجاي الساعة كام؟ What time is the next bus? الأتوبيس الجاي الساعة كام؟ What time is the next bus? الأتوبيس الجاي means the next bus, the coming bus. الساعة كام means what time. So for example, you can also say المترو الجاي الساعة كام? What time is the next metro? Or القطر الجاي الساعة كام? What time is the next train?
In this lesson, we learned some of the most common greetings used in Arabic-speaking countries. هل أنتم جاهزون? Are you ready? فلنبدأ, then let's start. The most common greeting is مرحباً or hi. مرحباً. This is a general way to greet people when you see them. A more cultural greeting is Assalamu alaikum. This means peace be with you and is generally used only by Muslims. We say it when we meet someone and also when we leave. Assalamu alaikum. Someone could respond to Assalamu alaikum with marhaban or hi, but it is more polite to respond to such greetings in the corresponding way. Since Assalamu alaikum means peace be with you, when greeted in that way, we should answer back with wa alaikum assalam, which literally means peace be with you too. Wa alaikum assalam. Whether you use marhaban, hi, or assalamu alaikum, it is also polite to ask the person how they are. Kaifa haluka? How are you? Kaifa haluka. Don't forget that in Arabic, the word you needs to have a gender. So, kaifa haluka is good if you are talking to a man, but if you are talking to a woman, you should ask kaifa haluki. Kaifa haluki. When it's time to leave, you can say wada'an or goodbye. Wada'an. The other person can reply ma'a salama, which means be safe. Ma'a salama. Let's review the phrases you've learned in this lesson. Marhaban is hi. Assalamu alaikum is peace be with you. The response is wa alaikum assalam. Kaifa haluka or kaifa haluki is how are you. Wada'an is goodbye. And ma'a salama is be safe. Now it's time for Carol's tips. If you're leaving and you want to show the person that you would like to see them again, you can use ila liqa, meaning see you, or ila liqa'i qariban, see you soon. ila liqa'i qariban.
Want to get cheat sheets, audiobooks, lessons, apps, and much more every month for free? Just click the link in the description to get your free language gifts of the month.
Top 10 questions you should know. اسمك إيه? What's your name? اسمك إيه? Can you guess it? It's what's your name? If you meet someone and you say اسمك إيه? And the guy or the girl will respond with their name and they will say, for example, اسمي بريهان. إزيك? How are you? After this person will say اسمك إيه? They'll probably say إزيك, which means how are you? And you would answer أنا كويسة. أنا كويس. أنا كويسة is for female and أنا كويس is for male. And you can also say Alhamdulillah, which means thank God. So you can say أنا كويسة الحمد لله when someone asks you إزيك. أنت منين? Where are you from? The third question someone might ask you is أنت منين? Which means where are you from? And here you can say where are you from, your country or your city. So for example, someone will ask you أنت منين? And I will answer أنا من مصر. I'm from Egypt. Or أنا من القاهرة. I'm from Cairo. عيد ميلادك إمتى? When is your birthday? The fourth question someone might ask you is عيد ميلادك إمتى? When is your birthday? For example, someone will ask me, I'm a female, so they will ask me عيد ميلادك إمتى? And I will answer عيد ميلادي في يونيو. My birthday is in June. ساكن فين? Where do you live? Another question someone might ask you is ساكن فين? Where do you live? And you might answer specifically your street name or the city where you live. So for example, you can say أنا ساكن في المهندسين. I live in مهندسين, which is a district in Egypt, in Cairo. بتشتغل فين? Where do you work? Another question someone will ask you is بتشتغل فين? Where do you work? And here you can say your workplace, your company's name, and so on. So for example, I will say بشتغل في شركة أدوية. I work for a drug company. تليفونك كام? What's your phone number? Another question is نمرتك كام? Which means what's your phone number? And here you can just say your phone number. نمرتي is 1 2 3 4 5 6. اتعلمت عربي فين? Where did you learn Arabic? People might be amazed or probably will be amazed at how good you speak Arabic. So probably they will ask you اتعلمت عربي فين? Where did you learn Arabic? And here you should say اتعلمت عربي مع arabicpod101.com. I learned Arabic with arabicpod101.com. Don't forget it. بتحب الأكل المصري? Do you like Egyptian food? Probably people will be curious if you like Egyptian food and they will ask you بتحب الأكل المصري? Do you like Egyptian food? And be honest, Egyptian food is quite delicious, so you will say أيوة بحب الأكل المصري. Yes, I like Egyptian food. Or maybe you want to say مش قوي. Not really. رحت مصر قبل كده? Have you been to Egypt? The next question is رحت مصر قبل كده? Have you ever been to Egypt? And here you can say أيوة, yes, or لأ, no.
Today we're going to learn how to use good manners as we thank people. هل أنتم جاهزون? Are you ready? فلنبدأ. Then let's start. There are several ways to thank someone. Let's start with the most common phrase, شكراً. شكراً. شكراً means thank you. To say thank you very much, you just need to add جزيلاً. شكراً جزيلاً. شكراً جزيلاً. شكراً is a formal way of saying thank you. If you want to thank someone more casually, say متشكر if you're a man and متشكرة if you're a woman. متشكر. متشكرة. This phrase means I am grateful or I am thankful. When someone thanks you, how should you answer? There's no set response like you're welcome in English, but there are a few things you can say. The first is بكل سرور. This means with pleasure. بكل سرور. Another phrase you can say is تحت أمرك, which literally means at your service or at your disposal. If you're talking to a woman, you should say تحت أمرك. تحت أمرك. تحت أمرك. It is often used as a funny way of responding to someone thanking you. There are so many ways of saying you're welcome in Arabic. Another one is لا شكر على واجب, which means don't thank me, it's my duty. لا شكر على واجب. Now it's time for Carol's tips. شكراً can mean thank you or thanks. Arabic language is very emotional and relations between Arab people are very personal. So what if you want to use an expression that sounds more friendly? In that case, you can use Allah يخليك. This is a nice way to thank someone. That means may God protect you.
10 phrases to amaze native speakers. So let's get started. أقدر أحفظ حوالي 50 كلمة عربي جديدة في اليوم. I can memorize around 50 new Arabic words a day. The first phrase is أقدر أحفظ حوالي 50 كلمة عربي جديدة في اليوم. I can memorize around 50 new Arabic words a day. أقدر أحفظ حوالي 50 كلمة. It's too long. Even I cannot memorize it. That sounds tough. Good luck. أقدر أتابع أفلام عربي من غير ترجمة. I can watch Arabic movies without subtitles. The next one is أقدر أتابع أفلام عربي من غير ترجمة. I can watch Arabic movies without subtitles. I think it's amazing to watch Arabic movies without subtitles because, as you all know, Arabic has a standard Arabic and dialect Arabic, and they're so different. So usually all movies are made in the dialect. So if you can listen to the dialect and understand so well without the subtitles, that means that you're very, very good at Arabic. Yeah. أنا بتعلم عربي لوحدي. I'm learning Arabic all by myself. أنا بتعلم عربي لوحدي. I'm learning Arabic all by myself. And this is amazing because Arabic is very difficult. So if you decide to learn it all by yourself, then you're a very smart person. All by myself. أنا فهمت كل اللي أنت قلته. I completely understood everything you said. أنا فهمت كل اللي أنت قلته. I completely understood everything you said. If you can understand native speakers without missing anything out, then you're doing a great job, I suppose. أنا أخدت سنة واحدة بس لغاية ما بقيت بتكلم بطلاقة. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. أنا أخدت سنة واحدة بس لغاية ما بقيت أتكلم بطلاقة. It took me only 1 year to become fluent. And this is amazing, and you can only achieve that by having lots of Egyptian friends you can speak with every day. So you can easily learn Egyptian Arabic fluently. You can speak it fluently in only 1 year or even less. العربي ممتع وسهل في التعليم. Arabic is fun and easy to learn. العربي ممتع وسهل في التعليم. Arabic is fun and easy to learn. And of course, Arabic is fun and easy to learn if you're doing it with us, Arabic Pod 101. أنا مش بس بعرف عربي. أنا بتكلم شوية لغات تانية برضو. Apart from knowing Arabic, I can speak a few other languages as well. أنا مش بس بعرف أتكلم عربي، ده أنا بعرف كمان أتكلم شوية لغات تانية. Apart from knowing Arabic, I can also speak a few other languages as well. For example, English. شكراً ليك، بس هي في الحقيقة مش لغتي الأم. Thank you, but it's not my native language actually. شكراً ليك، بس هي في الحقيقة مش لغتي الأم. Thank you, but it's not actually my native language. أنا بعرف أتكلم عربي بأكتر من لهجة. I can speak Arabic in more than one dialect. أنا بعرف أتكلم عربي بأكتر من لهجة. I can speak Arabic in more than one dialect. For example, I can say شكو ماكو حبيبي. It means how are you or what's up, my love, or حبيبي in Iraqi dialect. أنا بعرف أقرأ عربي كمان. I can also read Arabic. The next phrase is أنا كمان بعرف أقرأ عربي. I can also read Arabic. And if you would like to practice Arabic more, you will most certainly find your favorite books in Arabic translated. The top 25 Arabic phrases. So let's begin. Assalamu alaikum. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Hello. So this is the most basic greeting we have in Arabic. So if you enter anywhere, please say Assalamu alaikum. Sabah al khair. Good morning. Sabah al khair. Good morning. And this is so easy. When you see someone in the morning, just tell them Sabah al khair. It sounds cool. Masa al khair. Good afternoon. Masa al khair. That is good afternoon. تصبح على خير. Good night. تصبح على خير. That is good night. When someone goes to bed, you simply tell them تصبح على خير. Good night. ما اسمك? What's your name? السلام عليكم. ما اسمك? Hello. What's your name? أنا بريهان. I am Perihan. So in reply, the other person says أنا and then their name. أنا means I am, and then they put their name. So, ما اسمك? What's your name? أنا بريهان. I am Perihan. تشرفنا. Nice to meet you. تشرفنا. Nice to meet you. So now you have a whole conversation. ما اسمك؟ أنا بريهان. تشرفنا. What's your name? I am Brihan. Nice to meet you. كيف حالك? How are you? كيف حالك? How are you? How are you doing? السلام عليكم. كيف حالك? Hello. How are you doing? أنا بخير. شكرا. ماذا عنك؟ I'm fine. Thanks. And you? And this is the reply to السلام عليكم. كيف حالك? That is hello. How are you? And you say أنا بخير. شكرا. ماذا عنك? I'm fine. Thank you. How about you? من فضلك. Please. من فضلك. That means please. So you can say اجلس من فضلك, which means please sit down. شكرا. Thank you. شكرا, which means thank you. شكرا على الهدية. Thank you for the present. عفوا. You're welcome. عفوا. You're welcome. So from the beginning, شكرا على الهدية. Thank you for the present. And you reply عفوا. You're welcome. نعم. Yes. نعم, which means yes. So for example, you can say هل تريد قهوة? Do you want coffee? And you reply with نعم. Yes. And you can also add من فضلك. من فضلك, please. لا. No. The opposite of it, لا. لا, which means no. So one more. هل تريد قهوة? Do you want coffee? No. لا. And you can say شكرا. Thank you. حسناً. Okay. حسناً. Okay. فلنذهب إلى الحديقة. Let's go to the park. And you say حسناً. حسناً. Okay. عذراً. Excuse me. عذراً, which means excuse me. So for example, you can say عذراً علي الذهاب. عذراً علي الذهاب, which means excuse me, I have to go. أنا آسف. I am sorry. أنا آسف, which means I'm sorry. For example, you can say أنا آسف على التأخير. I'm sorry I am late. كم الساعة? What time is it? كم الساعة, which means what time is it? You can ask someone كم الساعة? كم الساعة الآن? Which means what time is it now? And you can say it's 1:30. إنها 1:30. إنها 1:30. أين المرحاض? Where is the restroom? أين المرحاض? Where is the restroom? So you can say عذراً أين المرحاض? Excuse me, where is the restroom? انتظر لحظة. Wait a moment. عذراً انتظر لحظة, which means excuse me, wait a moment. بكم هذا? How much is this? بكم هذا الفستان? How much is this dress? الحساب لو سمحت. Could I get the check, please? So for example, if you're in a restaurant, you can do this simple hand sign, which is like this, and you say الحساب لو سمحت. الحساب لو سمحت. Could I have the check, please? النجدة. Help. النجدة, which means help. So for example, you can say لقد سرقت حقيبتي. My bag was stolen. النجدة. Help. أراك لاحقا. See you later. أراك لاحقا, which means see you later. So when you say goodbye to your friend, you tell him أراك لاحقا. And if you're saying goodbye to a group of friends, you say أراكم لاحقا. أراكم لاحقا. مع السلامة. Goodbye. مع السلامة, which means goodbye. أنا ذاهب إلى المنزل. مع السلامة. I'm going home. Goodbye.